Okay, so get this. What if Donald Trump and Kamala Harris had a kid together?
Whoa,
Right.
that's something else.
Yeah, today's deep dive is a weird one. We're tackling this hypothetical scenario that we found online, and it really
Hmm.
gets you thinking.
I'm intrigued. Political opposites. Like, how would that even work? Would they be like a moderate or something, or would they totally rebel?
Well, that's the thing. This online conversation starts off pretty typically, people picturing what this kid would look like, guessing if they'd be more left or right. Someone even threw out center right. Can you imagine?
Tender right. Wow. Okay, I see where this is going. Trying to find that middle ground, that common thread. It's like we're so used to putting people in these neat little political boxes.
Exactly. But then, and this is where it gets really wild, the conversation takes this sharp turn.
Oh, whoa, what now?
They land on this whole horse girl persona. Like, out of nowhere, this hypothetical offspring of Trump and Harris is suddenly all about horses.
Hold on, horse girl. As in obsessed with horses. That's the common ground we're landing on.
It's like because their political views are so drastically different, we can't even fathom a world where their kid might inherit some blend of both. So we go for something totally out there, like a stereotypical horse person.
Wow. It really makes you think about how we categorize people. We take these complex individuals with all their nuances and experiences and try to define them with these single labels, left, right, horse girl, whatever. It's fascinating, really.
Totally. And it makes you wonder, is that what the person who started this online conversation was getting at? Were they trying to point out how absurd it is that we can't even imagine a world where these two political figures could share a child with some kind of balanced viewpoint?
It's possible. Maybe they were trying to highlight the absurdity of it all. Like, are we so stuck in our own political bubbles that we can't even fathom common ground, even when it comes to a hypothetical child?
It really makes you think. I mean, we've seen throughout history children of other famous rivals. Some follow their parents' footsteps, others rebel completely, some carve out their own path entirely. And yeah, maybe some of them are really into horses, but it's never that simple, is it?
Never. This whole horse girl thing, as out there as it seems, it really gets at this deeper question of nature versus nurture, right? Like, do we have any control over who we become, especially when you've got these two larger-than-life figures as parents?
Right. And it's not just about genetics, but the whole idea of inheriting ideologies.
Hmm.
Do we expect this hypothetical kid to be a blend of Trump's policies and Harris's, or are they free to form their own opinions, horse related or otherwise?
Exactly. And that last part of the conversation about this kid picking up men or women on their horse, that adds a whole other layer, don't you think?
Oh, totally. It's like they're rebelling against the political legacy, right?
Yeah.
Choosing a different path, one that maybe involves a lot more horses than either parent would be comfortable with.
Right. Or maybe it's just playing on those societal expectations we put on people, especially those with famous parents. Like, their lives are supposed to be this certain way.
So, to wrap things up, here's a thought for everyone listening. What if this wasn't about Trump and Harris? What if it was any two people with completely opposite views? How would you imagine their kid?
Would you fall back on stereotypes, searching for some common ground, however outlandish? Or would you envision someone completely unique, someone who defies those easy labels? The answer might say more about you than you realize.
And that's our deep dive for today. Thanks for joining us down this very strange, very thought provoking rabbit hole.